I want to talk about how Gears of War and Gears Esports and the community at large, how we can move forward here into Gears 6. And so look, guys, as I stated earlier, I believe that we are in the best current state of Gears 5 that we've ever had. I think that coming off of the Gears Major Championship within the esports scene to Operation 4 to just how the community is starting to slowly but surely continue its growth and growing as a whole. And the future just looks really great for Gears of War. From an esports perspective to a story perspective to a content perspective, there's so many different ways that we can connect with Gears of War. And that's why I love this franchise so much. You're able to connect in so many different ways, whether it be through whether it's through horde mode, whether it's through escape mode, or you want to play multiplayer, or you want to play, the campaign over and over again, whatever it is, there's so many different ways to connect with this franchise. And that's what I absolutely love about it so much. So how can we continue moving forward? Well, the first thing is, guys, is that we got to be supporting each other. That's a huge deal in my opinion. We got to continue supporting each other and supporting the coalition, telling them what we want changed and the things that we want moving into Gears of War 6 or Gears 6, whatever it might be called. It sounds like it's going to be Gears 6 based on that Microsoft Studios image that was released. But Gears 6, guys, as well as Gears 7 have been confirmed, and they were confirmed by Rod Ferguson, the studio head at the coalition, till he left to go to Blizzard. And then this was fully confirmed, or furthermore confirmed, at least Gears 6. When we saw the image that came out from Microsoft Studios, it showed each of the studios from Microsoft, and it showed exactly what they were working on at that current point in time. The coalition is currently working on collaborating on the reboot of Perfect Dark, and they are also working on Gears 6. And so with that, guys, I would say that we're probably going to be seeing an announcement some point next year, which means that we still have some more operations to go. We probably have at least a few more operations here before Gears 6 releases to the world. And so what do we got to do? Well, we got to be supporting each other. That's a huge part of it. Like I said, we need to be supporting the coalition. We need to be voicing our opinion on what needs, to be changed, what needs to continue, and do it in a civil manner, guys, and not, not be toxic and such towards the coalition. Sure, there's things that the coalition have done right, there's things they've done wrong, and there's things that you can do better moving forward, and I believe that they are trying to do those things at this point in time. And the proof is in the pudding. You see exactly what they're doing with these operations. Operation 4 is probably the best that has come out as of yet. I love the state of where we are with Gears 5, and I'm very excited about the future. I just think that more and more, guys, we need to, if you're a content creator or you're a streamer or something within Gears of War, or at least you love Gears of War, definitely be streaming, definitely create content. Those things absolutely help the community more than you would realize by helping create bringing more and more eyeballs onto the scene. I think that's really important, guys. So to me, as we're moving forward here, Gears Esports has to continue, as I stated earlier in the show. Gears of War Esports is so unique, and it is, such a great experience, and it's growing every single tournament. It's continuing to grow. And so I definitely got to say, guys, I would absolutely love it to see Gears of War Esports continue in a major way, see the majors continue and all of that. And from a content perspective, as far as what the coalition can continue bringing, is operations, man. Continue bringing operations, continue moving forward with that. I think that would be absolutely awesome. Definitely supporting the Gears esports side of it is really important as well. I really want to see, guys, from Gears of War, Gears 5 to Gears 6 with esports. I really want to see a change from escalation to execution. I just think that execution is a little bit more simpler for new viewers to understand. It's kind of like Search and Destroy. It's like, from Call of Duty, or kind of like CS, where it's just, each round is based on, you get one life, and you then, after that round is done, then you get another life, and so on and so forth. I just think the execution could be a really great move forward for Gears Esports. I would love to hear your thoughts about that in the comment section down below. I also want to see continued game modes come out. I don't know if they're going to do it with Gears 5, but with Gears 6, I would love to see, Beast mode return. I would love, of course, Horde mode needs to continue onwards. Escape mode, I love escape mode. I love that they're continuing to add on to that. I think that's a great idea, and I love that concept as well. And as far as from a story perspective, I want to absolutely see, a continuation here as to where is this kind of heading now. And we're probably going to continue taking the helm as Kate Diaz. I would really like to see us helm Marcus or JD Phoenix one last time, but I gotta say that from a story perspective, I love where we're headed. I'm wondering what's canon and what's not canon from Gears 5. Obviously, with the decision you have to make at the end of the game, what's going to end up being canon is going to be very interesting to me. But all in all, Gears of War, guys, is in a really good place, but in order for it to continue growing, we as a community have got to be doing our part, really, at the end of the day, with the continued growth here. We're not as big as Call of Duty. We're not as big as Fortnite. We're not as big as, some of these other, juggernaut titles out there. Gears of War, I believe, has opportunity to be a really large title one day, but we're not there yet. We're laying a foundation here for the future, and I think it's really important that as we continue laying that foundation, building upon it over time, right? And I think that's so important from from a streaming perspective, content creation perspective. I believe from even the pro players, from them streaming and creating content is huge as well. And the more eyeballs that are on the scene, guys, the better, because it'll continue bringing in more, advertisers, more esports teams to the scene, and just more and more excitement, right? There's a lot of tournaments now. There's more that they offer now with Gears Esports than they ever have in the past, and that's huge. That's so important, and I'm so incredibly excited about that. But guys, Gears of War, as I've stated, is one of my favorite titles of all time. It's in the big three for me. Gears, StarCraft, and Call of Duty. Those are the big three to me, the three greatest games ever. And Gears of War has such a place in my heart that I absolutely want this title to continue in a major way, and I hope it does. But it's up to us as a community to voice our opinion, to just kind of, bring up that, in a civil way, the things that need changed about Gears, or how the coalition can continue moving forward with this franchise into the future. It's going to be really important that we take us as a community, we, kind of almost take control of what, we believe needs to happen moving forward to continue making the scene even better and better. And I think the coalition have done a really good job of creating this dynamic between, the developer and the community as a whole. They might, they're still trying to figure it out, guys. Kind of like 343 Industries. They're trying to figure it out as they go. But the coalition now has had some time. They have a few games down, on their belt at this point, or under their belt. So now it's time for them to really get super creative, have their vision for what they want out of Gears of War, and it's an exciting time, guys. It really is. I believe so full-heartedly in this community, as well as just the game, the developers, everyone behind the scenes. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be awesome, guys, and you guys can expect new episodes of the Gears Cast every single week. Let me know, though, guys. What do you think we need to do to improve Gears of War, or how the experience needs to be improved, and how we can improve as a community between now and Gears 6? Let me know what you guys think. And for more Gears of War content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.